Before we start today's video, let me give you a quick backstory. A few months ago, I saw this awesome rig at the Boise Roadster Show parking lot. Had to stop and ask about it. This creation is a 1962 Ford F600 that's been converted into a 4x4 dually pickup truck. The owner and builder, Charlie, was gracious enough to give me a few minutes of his time, even though it was only about 35 degrees outside. I gotta say, Charlie is probably one of the coolest car guys I've ever met, and I appreciate the time he's shared with us. Now, let's take a closer look at this beautiful rig.
How are you?
Good.
I don't know if you remember us or not.
Yeah, you had the Cobra.
Yes,
Yeah, you took the film.
and we did the video, and I'd love to do a follow-up. Can we do a follow-up?
I don't know. The people were very harsh. A lot of people were very harsh.
They were some of them, but
Yeah,
you know,
I have the wrong rims and tires.
Yeah,
actually.
well-
And why did I cut the hood?
right,
And it's not a Chevy.
yeah.
You know.
And I don't care about any of them. It had such a response, good response also.
Oh yeah.
That
Lots of good.
you know, and the only thing that people questioned that I actually questioned or had a question about was why your idle was so high.
Here's the
at
reason.
time.
It was cold as shit. And
Yeah.
when you start it, it doesn't want to idle
Okay.
because it's running extremely lean.
See, that makes sense.
And in the winter, a lot of guys with blowers will actually richen it up because blowers want to run extremely rich.
Right.
So this morning, started up, I just boom, and it idled. But
Gotcha.
when I went down there,
Yeah.
it takes
It was a
10
cold
minutes,
day.
10 minutes of revving it, trying to, because it builds up carburetor ice. With
Right.
that 30-degree air rushing in there and being forced in, the carburetors build up ice in the winter. So I have it set high
Yeah.
because it's so hard to run in the morning and idle down the street. It wants to die. But then when it warms up, it runs too high. And then another thing, people said, it's not a 65, 66,
the
it's 65
grill.
grill. Yeah, but when you go to Dennis Carpenter and order it, it's a 65, 66. That's why I call it a 65.
There you go. There you go.
I want to see if it's stick or automatic. Automatic.
We just have to. There's people out there that control
And I deleted a bunch of
Yeah.
people's
Did you?
crap.
Yeah.
Oh heck yeah!
Because,
It's like really that
Yeah.
was pointless.
Yeah, I mean, this is what it is. It's supposed to be ridiculous, loud.
You know,
white,
one guy's like, well, you can't do much with that. I'm like, it's a show truck. It's
Yeah.
not a work truck.
Right. I don't even want to take it on the freeway. The rear end doesn't know there's a truck on it.
Yeah.
Those tires don't know there's a truck on it. The wheelbase is so short that it just gets a little bit bouncy.
Right, right. I love it.
Yeah,
It's
we
such a cool truck. I don't care what the haters hate about, you know. It is just so cool. Now you shortened the bed though too, right?
No,
Wasn't
it's a long bed.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, not the bed itself, but the wheelbase.
No.
Did you shorten the wheelbase at all?
From there to there?
Right.
No, it's a long bed truck.
Okay.
No, that bed's standard.
Because some of these trucks came with a super long
Oh, did they?
chassis that a
You
lot
mean
of
with
people.
the bed?
No,
Or-
no.
Oh,
Like-
no, this was a 13-foot flatbed on it.
Okay.
So, yeah, I shortened
So
that.
you shortened it, yeah. Gotcha.
I thought you meant that I shortened the bed.
No,
Yeah.
the bed, no.
I cut
no.
5 foot off of it.
That's very cool.
Yeah, I mean, he got me. Oh, on both sides? Yeah. I found a guy that built a one-piece headliner, but his factory burnt down. So he'll be up and running in July.
Well, I just absolutely love it. The haters can hate all they want.
Oh, see, look at that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's its start. Wow.
Yeah, everything. You can see what it looked like when I pulled it in to what it looks like kind of now.
Sure.
And this is me extending the tailgate. And that's the tailgate extended. This is me building the fenders.
The
out of front
fenders.
Oh, yeah.
That's what you were talking about, how you had to cut the fenders of a front of another one, was it?
Well, I cut a left and a right, and I used the back half to make.
The back.
Yeah, so those are the back half.
Yeah.
And then this is where I figured out what wedge to cut out to close that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I had to cut a big wedge so that when I kinked it, they met up again. And this is the rear end, and the old rear end used to be here,
Right.
and that's the new one, and that's where I cut it off right there.
Yep.
And this is where the old leaf springs were under the frame, and this is where I brought them back out to miss the differential in the four-wheel drive.
Gotcha.
And that's just the front end I got from Colorado. This is the front end I was building on the four-wheel drive front end, and this is where I modified the exhaust, 2.5 to 4.5 inch piece to bring it out and farther out in the back to go under the cab and then up, so that it would be all the way out here.
To go over, you're right, to go over the chassis there.
And this is where I was merging the Hydro Boost brakes into where the clutch used to be. It's hard to explain, but if you press on the brake, it actually activates the Hydro Boost brakes over here. The pedal is gone.
I gotcha.
Yeah. And then this is the engine sticking through the, sitting there.
Yeah. So now originally it wasn't four-wheel drive, right?
Oh no, it was
You
just a
converted.
two-wheel drive.
So what
F600.
kind of front end and transfer case did you use?
It's an F550 10-bolt Super Duty Ford front end. I don't have the drive shaft in it yet. They don't make it perfect. I had to make it
Well, yeah.
everything. Everything.
All right, we're getting ready to give away another
Is that?
item.
How much
This
hay
one
can your farm
donated
truck
by our friends
hold?
at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Looks like
This is what he was talking about, how he had to make the bed wider. And so he cut part of it and angled that in. And it looks like it came from the factory like that.
details require all the 25
Everything has to be power steering to make it work with that other steering column.
Looks like the number on this is going to be
There's just so much
663-3607. That's 663-3607 for car name with Taylor and Kempf, donated by our friends at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
It took me forever.
So awesome.
And this is 2004 Nissan Xterra.
I'm sorry.
But Wimbledon, right? Ford Wimbledon.
Charlie, thanks again.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Appreciate
Nice
it.
seeing you here.
And that car